We are here on day 3 of the Conservative Political Action Conference, also known as CPAC. Currently going on behind me right now, there are speakers throughout the day. However, the most recent speakers we just heard were Dave Milstein and Dave McCormick. Now, Dave McCormick, as you know, is running for Senate in the state of Pennsylvania. He is running against incumbent Bob Casey. Here's what Dave McCormick had to say a little bit right now.
Bob Casey's record in general is a man of inaction. In arguably the most consequential state in the country. This is where the country was born. This is the battleground state that's going to determine the presidency, right? Pennsylvania. In that Pennsylvania, we have a senator that has had no leadership, not done a single thing from a legislative standpoint in 3 terms. But more than that, he's voted with Biden 98% of the time. Bob Casey's been there every step of the way, and that's how to step with Pennsylvanians, and that's why I'm going to win, and that's why we're going to win in 2024.
In discussions with Dave Milstein, McCormick focused heavily on Israel and its ongoing conflict with Palestine. However, when focusing on the state of Pennsylvania, McCormick believes the biggest threat currently to the Keystone State is that of fentanyl coming in from the southern border. He says he will support military action going into preventing the influx of fentanyl. However, we should look at current polling, and that is based off of what Emerson College is saying, and they are saying that incumbent Bob Casey is leading by 10 points over McCormick. However, that could change as those elections get closer. We have also heard from Representative Elise Stefanik. We've also heard from Governor Kristi Noem, Matt Gaetz, and several other prominent figures in the Republican Party. Kristi Noem and Elise Stefanik are the ones that I want to focus on here a little bit because they are some of the names currently on the short list for the possible vice presidential nominee for former President Trump. We go now to hear what they had to say earlier today, and then possibly tomorrow, when the former president is here, we might possibly see either one of them come out on stage and be announced as his VP choice. We will just have to wait and see, but here is what the representatives and the governors had to say.
Now, we have cartel presence right in our state of South Dakota because of that open border. My people are affected by it every day. I will do all I can in South Dakota to bring back peace and stability where Joe Biden has brought destruction and death.
Time and time again, I have stood in the breach for President Trump, for the Constitution, and most importantly for you, we the people, in some of the toughest fights of our republic. The American people know that I always have a backbone of steel. Just ask the presidents of Harvard and Penn.
As mentioned, former President Donald Trump is not speaking until tomorrow afternoon. However, he is clearly the star here. There are a lot of empty seats behind me here right now. However, that is expected to change once the former president arrives. But clearly, he is still the popular choice amongst this Republican Party. But again, we just do not know yet if he will be the nominee given his current legal battles. However, expectations are that he will be the candidate for the Republican Party. Tomorrow's CPAC day also happens to fall on the day for South Carolina primaries, where he will face the only remaining Republican candidate standing against him for the White House, and that is former Senator Nikki Haley. Again, those results will be coming out later in the evening tomorrow. SUTV will have the coverage as we continue our coverage of CPAC here. But for right now, this is SUTV. I'm Adam Beam in Maryland. Back to you guys.